And now more from Gaza. Israeli settlers attacked a group of Palestinian villagers, activists as well as journalists who had gathered during an attempt to harvest olives near a settler outpost in the Israeli-occupied West Bank. Here's more on the same.
They're being attacked!
Israeli settlers attacked a group of Palestinians, activists and journalists who were gathered for an olive harvest in the West Bank on Saturday, according to those at the scene. Eyewitness video verified by Reuters captured the assault, which took place near a settler outpost south of the city of Nablus. Among the injured was Reuters photographer Ranin Souafta. Israeli activist Jonathan Pollack described her attack.
At some point, they caught on to Reuters journalist Ranin Souafta and beat her up without mercy, continuing to stone her while she was on the ground. And then continuing to attack everyone who tried to come to her help and everyone who was running away.
Pollack said the attackers shouted in Hebrew. According to several witnesses, about 30 villagers and activists, plus about 10 journalists, had gathered for the harvest on Saturday when dozens of men came down from the outpost on a hill and attacked the group. Souafta was with Reuters security advisor Grant Bowden, who was beaten as he tried to protect her. Both had clear press labels on their protective jackets. Souafta's helmet was dented after the attack and her camera equipment smashed. Al Jazeera journalist Mohammed Al-Atrash said the men were carrying batons and sharp tools and wore masks. Settler attacks have increased across the occupied West Bank after the war in Gaza began 2 years ago. They have escalated during this year's olive harvest, which began in October. Israeli and other activists have often joined Palestinians on their harvests to support them, while also documenting any violence. In October, Israeli settlers carried out more than 260 attacks against Palestinians in the West Bank, the biggest monthly total since the UN began tracking such incidents in 2006, according to a UN report released on Friday. On Saturday, the Israel Defense Forces said they had dispatched soldiers to the scene after receiving what they described as reports of a confrontation. Witnesses said they saw no Israeli soldiers at the scene. In a statement to Reuters, the IDF said it, quote, condemns any act of violence and will continue to operate to maintain security and order in the area. It said police would conduct any further review of the incident. The police and a spokesperson for Israel's Shomron Regional Council, which represents the area's settlements, did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Reuters has urged Israeli authorities, quote, to investigate this incident and hold those responsible accountable, and to ensure that journalists can work freely and without harm.